They ignored you, disrespected you, overlooked you. But what if that's the exact moment your power begins? Stay with me, because one of these Stoic secrets will quietly change your life forever. Intro, emotional setup. You've felt it, haven't you? Being underestimated. Being treated like you don't matter. Watching others win, while you stay stuck. It hurts. Not just on the surface, but deep inside, where no one sees. You smile, but inside, you're tired. Tired of trying. Tired of waiting. Tired of being invisible. But here's the truth. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract, when you become unshakable. And that's what Stoicism teaches. Today, you're about to learn 6 powerful Stoic lessons that pull success toward you, effortlessly. Lesson 1. Silence your ego. Master your emotions. Pattern interrupt. Listen carefully, this one alone can change everything. Most people react. Stoics respond. When someone disrespects you, your first instinct is anger. But reacting emotionally gives them control. Stoic secret. The moment you control your reaction, you take back your power. Example. Someone insults you publicly. They expect a reaction. But you stay calm, composed, unbothered. Now, they look small. And you look powerful. Practical steps. Pause before reacting, always. Breathe deeply when triggered. Ask, will this matter in 5 years? Choose silence over noise. Success begins where emotional chaos ends. Lesson 2. Embrace discomfort. That's where power lies. Pattern interrupt. What if everything you're avoiding is the key? Most people run from pain. Stoics walk straight into it. Because growth lives in discomfort. Example. Waking up early when you don't feel like it. Working when others relax. Choosing discipline over pleasure. That's where success hides. Practical steps. Do one hard thing daily. Train your mind to enjoy discomfort. Stop chasing ease, start chasing growth. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your advantage. Lesson 3. Detach from outcomes, focus on action. Pattern interrupt. This is where most people fail. They obsess over results. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? Stoics don't think like that. They focus only on what they can control. Their effort. Their discipline. Their mindset. Example. You post content, nobody watches. You feel discouraged. But a Stoic keeps going. Because success isn't instant. It's built. Practical steps. Set goals, but detach from results. Focus daily on effort, not outcomes. Track consistency, not validation. When you stop chasing results, results start chasing you. Wait, don't scroll. Because the next lesson is the one that separates winners from everyone else. Lesson 4. Control your thoughts, or they control you. Your mind is either your weapon or your prison. Most people live in negative loops. I'm not good enough. I always fail. They're better than me. Stoics don't believe everything they think. They question it. Example. You fail once. Your mind says, you're a failure. A Stoic says, no. I failed once. That's data, not identity. Practical steps. Catch negative thoughts instantly. Replace them with rational truth. Journal your thinking patterns. Practice mental discipline daily. Your life changes the moment your thoughts change. Lesson 5. Stop seeking approval. Become unignorable. Pattern interrupt. This might hurt, but you need to hear it. You're not ignored because you're unlucky. You're ignored because you're seeking approval. Stoics don't need validation. They build value. Example. Instead of begging for attention, they improve their skills, their mindset, their discipline, and suddenly, people start noticing. Practical steps. Stop explaining yourself to everyone. Build quietly, consistently. Let results speak louder than words. When you stop chasing attention, attention finds you. Lesson 6. Use pain as fuel, not an excuse. This is the final secret. And it's the most powerful. You've been hurt, ignored, disrespected. Most people use that as an excuse to quit. Stoics use it as fuel. Example. Rejection becomes motivation. Failure becomes learning. Pain becomes strength. Practical steps. Turn every setback into a lesson. Ask, what is this teaching me? Use your pain as energy, not weakness. Your story doesn't end in pain. It transforms into power. Listen. The world doesn't reward noise. It rewards control, discipline, strength. While others react, you remain calm. While others quit, you keep going. While others seek validation, you build silently. And one day, everything changes. Not overnight, but permanently. You won't recognize yourself. Stronger, calmer, unshakable. Success won't feel distant anymore. It will feel inevitable. Because you didn't chase it. You became the person it's drawn to. If this message hit you, if something inside you just woke up, then don't ignore it. Subscribe now. Because this is where your transformation begins. And trust me, you're just getting started. Lesson 7. Guard your time. It's your life in disguise. Pattern interrupt. Pause, think about yesterday. Where did your time go? Scrolling. Watching others win. Delaying your own life. Stoics treat time like oxygen. Precious. Limited. Non-renewable. Example. Two people have the same 24 hours. One wastes it chasing distractions. The other invests it building discipline. Years later, their lives look nothing alike. Practical steps. Track your time daily. Eliminate low-value habits. Focus on what actually moves your life forward. Say no more often, without guilt. You don't lack time. You lack focus. Lesson 8. Become comfortable being alone. Pattern interrupt. This is where most people break. They can't sit alone with their thoughts. So they distract themselves. Constant noise, constant validation. But Stoics? They grow in silence. Example. Instead of seeking constant company, they reflect, think, build clarity. That's where self-mastery is born. Practical steps. Spend time alone daily, no distractions. Reflect on your actions and thoughts. Learn to enjoy your own presence. Reduce dependence on others' attention. If you can't be alone, you can't be powerful. Lesson 9. Accept what you can't control. Pattern interrupt. This will free you instantly. Most of your stress comes from trying to control everything. People's opinions, outcomes, situations beyond your reach. Stoics let go. Not because they're weak, but because they're wise. Example. Someone talks badly about you. You can't control that. But you can control your response. And that changes everything. Practical steps. Separate what you control versus what you don't. Release attachment to external events. Focus only on your actions and mindset. Peace begins where control ends. Lesson 10. Delay gratification, build real power. Pattern interrupt. Right now, you're being tested. Easy pleasure, or long-term success? Most people choose easy. Stoics choose discipline. Example. Skipping short-term comfort to build long-term success. While others celebrate early, Stoics win later and bigger. Practical steps. Avoid instant rewards. Focus on long-term goals. Train discipline like a muscle. Reward yourself only after effort. What you resist today builds your strength tomorrow. Lesson 11. Speak less, observe more. Pattern interrupt. Watch this closely. The loudest person, is rarely the strongest. Stoics don't talk too much. They observe. They analyze. They understand. Example. In a room full of noise, the quiet person sees everything. Patterns, behaviors, opportunities. That's power. Practical steps. Listen more than you speak. Think before every word. Observe people's actions, not just words. Silence isn't weakness. It's control. Lesson 12. Build inner confidence, not external image. Pattern interrupt. Be honest. Are you trying to look strong, or actually be strong? Most people focus on appearance. Stoics focus on reality. Example. Looking successful online, but feeling empty inside. A Stoic builds confidence through action, not image. Practical steps. Keep promises to yourself. Build small wins daily. Focus on character over appearance. Stop comparing yourself to others. Confidence isn't shown. It's felt. Lesson 13. Turn obstacles into opportunities. Pattern interrupt. This is where everything flips. What if your biggest problem is actually your biggest advantage? Stoics believe the obstacle is the way. Example. Losing a job becomes the start of a better path. Failure becomes redirection. Practical steps. Reframe every problem. Ask, how can this help me grow? Stop seeing obstacles as endings. Your struggle is shaping your success. Lesson 14. Stop overthinking, take action. Pattern interrupt. You're stuck, not because you don't know, but because you won't act. Overthinking kills momentum. Stoics act, even when uncertain. Example. Waiting for the perfect moment versus starting imperfectly. Only one leads to success. Practical steps. Take immediate action on ideas. Accept imperfect progress. Limit thinking, increase doing. Clarity comes from action, not thinking. Lesson 15. Detach from praise and criticism. Pattern interrupt. This is dangerous. If praise controls you, criticism will destroy you. Stoics remain steady. They don't rise with compliments or fall with insults. Example. Getting praised one day, criticized the next. A Stoic stays consistent. Practical steps. Don't depend on opinions. Stay focused on your values. Keep working regardless of feedback. Your worth is not up for debate. Lesson 16. Live with purpose, not randomly. Pattern interrupt. Right now, ask yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? Most people drift through life. Stoics live intentionally. Example. Waking up without direction versus waking up with purpose. That changes everything. Practical steps. Define your goals clearly. Align actions with purpose. Eliminate meaningless activities. A focused life creates unstoppable momentum. Lesson 17. Master self-discipline, your ultimate weapon. Pattern interrupt. This is the difference between wishing and winning. Discipline beats motivation every single time. Example. Working when you don't feel like it. Showing up when it's hard. That's what builds success. Practical steps. Create strict routines. Show up daily, no excuses. Build consistency over intensity. Discipline is freedom in disguise. Lesson 18. Accept death and start living fully. One day, you won't be here. Not to scare you, but to wake you up. Stoics reflect on death to value life. Example. Wasting time. Procrastinating dreams until it's too late. A Stoic lives now. Fully. Intentionally. Practical steps. Remember, life is temporary. Stop delaying what matters. Act like your time is limited, because it is. When you accept death, you finally understand how to live. Now listen carefully. You were never weak. You were just unfocused. undisciplined, unaware. But now, you see differently. You think differently. You move differently. And that changes everything. The same people who ignored you will notice you. The same world that doubted you will respect you. Not because you chased success, but because you became someone success cannot ignore. If you made it this far, you're not average. You're ready. So don't stop here. Subscribe now. And start becoming the person you were always meant to be. Wait. Before you go, there's something you need to understand. These lessons? They don't work overnight. There's no magic moment. No sudden explosion of success. It's quieter than that. More dangerous than that. It happens slowly, and then all at once. You'll apply these principles. And at first, nothing changes. No applause. No recognition. No validation. Just silence. This is where most people stop. They think, it's not working. But a Stoic knows better. This is the phase where everything is building beneath the surface. Like roots growing before a tree rises. There will be days you feel tired again, doubted again, ignored again. Old emotions will try to return. Anger, frustration, fear. And in that moment, you'll be tested. Not by the world, but by yourself. Because the hardest part isn't discipline. It's consistency. It's showing up when no one is watching. It's staying calm when everything inside you wants to explode. It's continuing when results are invisible. That's the real fight. Then, something changes. Not outside, but inside. You react less. You think clearer. You move with purpose. People start noticing. Not what you say, but how you carry yourself. There's a presence. A quiet confidence. An energy that says, I don't need to prove anything. Let me ask you something. Are you ready to be misunderstood? Because growth comes with isolation. People won't understand your silence. They won't understand your discipline. They might even doubt you more. But that's the price. And then, one day, without warning, things start aligning. Opportunities appear. People respect you more. Your results begin to show. Not because you got lucky, but because you stayed consistent. When it was hardest. Here's the truth most people never learn. Success isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more. More disciplined. More focused. More in control. Because once you change internally, the external has no choice but to follow. So the next time you feel ignored, disrespected, overlooked, don't react. Don't complain. Don't quit. Just remember, you're in the process. The quiet phase. The building phase. The transformation phase. And when it's complete, you won't need to announce it. The world will see it. If this spoke to you, if you felt something shift inside, don't ignore it. This isn't just a video. It's a turning point. Subscribe now. And commit to becoming stronger, every single day. Because the version of you who wins, who rises, who commands respect without speaking, is already inside you. And it's time to let them out.